This is the introduction to setting up a site from scratch. Once you've completed one of these documents, it's a site activation form, you submit it completed through to your Bloodhound representative. We then are able to create your site on Observer. Once that's been done, you would then be able to see your site. You click on clients, you click on site, and this window would come up. All your details are then populated on this side. So what you want to do is now you want to edit your site and allocate information and stock from your stockroom. Each client contains a stockroom with devices and locations, and obviously your details are then manipulated and changed to your liking. First thing what we're going to do is we're going to have people allocated. So on this site I've already allocated myself, and I've also allocated myself to be visible in the control room. So if there's a problem on site and the control room operators are answering alarms, they know that they must call me. Click on the configure option here on the side, and here we can specify what type of alarms we want to be notified of via SMS. These alarms can also be sent via email. I mean, everyone is using Blackberries these days, so you can specify you want to receive a Blackberry email instead of an SMS. Once you've concluded which of the SMSs you want to be notified on, and select the button at the top called Reports. The most popular report at the moment is the Patrol Exceptions and the Site Full Detail report. So you're just going to select which report you want to be set up for, and you'd select I want to receive the option or the report daily. Click on Finish. Once you've allocated which people are supposed to receive reports, you then click on Devices. All your devices that are available in your stockroom will appear. So you're just going to put a tick mark on which stock you want to utilize. Click on Save, and it'll populate under your Devices option tab window here. Right, once you've got our devices allocated, we then go and specify locations. Here you can go and see which locations are available once you've clicked on the Add button at the bottom. You see there's a whole bunch of tags that are in the stockroom, so you're going to put a check mark in the tag you want to utilize. Clicking this button over here on the side. Let's click on Save. Right, so we've got a tag allocated through to the site. We've got our devices allocated to the site, our people allocated to the site. Click on the Save button. Yes. Right, next what we want to do is we want to now go and set up our routes. Which order does what tag get clocked? So let's click on Schedules and you click on Routes. And once this window comes up, you can then click on Add and give yourself or your route a name. Route 1. You can name it whatever you want. I'm just using a default name here for the route. And you can click on Add Part. This would then obviously be how many tags you've got in the site. So I'm just going to use one tag at the moment on this site in the route. Okay, you can select the time that you want to walk to that tag. It's very important to select the correct amount of time. I mean, if you specify that you want 5 minutes to walk to that point and it takes the guard 1 minute, the guard's going to wait there for 4 minutes until that time has expired. Okay, let's click on Save. Yes. Right, now these tags have to be named. I've actually gone one step too far, but anyway, let's go through to Locations and go through to Locations. Right, this location needs to be edited. It's been allocated to my site. Let's give it a guardhouse. Every site has got a guardhouse tag, so let's just give it a guardhouse tag name. Click on Save at the bottom, and yes, I want to save it. Right, and that tag has now been saved as guardhouse. Let's go back into Schedules and Routes. You can go and see that your tag has now been named. You can do it in whichever format you want, all depending on how many tags you've got. I mean, it's going to get quite confusing if you just go and put all your tags allocated then rename them then afterwards. So I haven't done it in the correct order, but what you can do is after editing your site with regards to allocating your tags and your rovers and your people, go through to Locations and go and change your tags names. Anyways, we've got our route here. So the next option is going to be Schedules. So you click on the Schedules button at the top here. Mobile Schedules. Right, and at the moment there's no posts available here. Your post is basically compiled of a group of schedules. So one post can contain a day and a night schedule, or you can have numerous posts where you've got 2 devices running on a site. You want one post to run per device. So on this site here we only have 1 device. So I'm going to click on add, give the post a name, make it look nice and neat, and the spelling to be as correct as possible. All this information is displayed on your report, so it's quite embarrassing if you've named stuff wrong on your site and your client gets your report stating something that it's not. You select the device that you want to utilize, you click on save. Right. Here's a bunch of patrols that have been preloaded for this. Okay, so what we're going to do now is you can now go and specify times specific that you want to walk a patrol per day, or you can specify daily for that specific time. I'm going to do it again. You're going to right click on the time that you want it to run, you select the route, and we'll just show you that on that there, if you've selected or created more than 1 route, you'll have more than 1 route option over there. So only we've created 1 route here, so you only got 1 route option. Okay, then what you do is you select your lead and your grace time. On average, I just utilize 5 minutes and 5 minutes. It's a good figure to use. You click on confirm. Right. There's also another option to create your patrols. You click on the advanced schedule option at the top here, and you can create different patterns, like a night pattern and a day pattern. So night patterns would only specify a night pattern would be a certain amount of certain points clocked in a patrol, and then your day pattern would be also different points walked in a patrol. So let's go and add a pattern here, day pattern. Let's specify once again your lead time and your grace time per patrol that's going to be walked, and you can specify I want fixed times. That means at those times every single day it will fire that patrol. Or what you can do is say recurring. So recurring meaning at 1900 hours every day of the week, over here at the bottom, until 6 o'clock it's going to fire a patrol. You're then going to specify between patrols time, say 20 minutes break between patrols. You can specify every day, or you can specify Monday, Wednesday and Friday, for example. Once you save that, it will then populate those times as it has done here. If, for example, you want to disable a patrol, you just right click on the patrol you want to disable and select disable. Yes, I want to disable it, and it will obviously ask for your authorization details, who's authorized it, what the reason is, and you'd have to put in your username and password here. Test 1. Okay, great. Right, that's been disabled. Just don't forget to go and re-enable it again. That concludes setting up your site.